There are 5 main benefits of financial freedom that I want to discuss with you today. I don't think people realize how many benefits there really are to financial freedom. I know it can be hard to get someone else on board to achieving financial freedom, your spouse, for example, or even just friends or family members that you have. And by financial freedom, I mean living the lifestyle that you want, that you desire, without having to work for money or rely on someone else for money. I'm not talking about just quitting your 9-to-5 job and sitting on the couch all day watching Netflix. I'm talking about truly living the life that you want to live without having to worry about money. People often associate financial freedom with retiring, with quitting their 9-to-5 job, but that's not the case. You don't have to quit your 9-to-5 job when you have achieved financial freedom. It's your choice. And that is actually one of the benefits we're going to talk about today. I am Tiffany Thomas with WealthyTiffany.com, and I achieved financial freedom at age 38. And if you are looking to achieve financial freedom at a young age as well, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and we're going to dive right in. The first benefit of achieving financial freedom is that it gives you options. It gives you choices. It's actually not all about the money. It's more about the choices that you get from having financial freedom. That could be quitting your 9-to-5 job if you want to, or staying at your 9-to-5 job if that's what you want to be doing, or maybe getting a part-time job, or even starting your own business, or writing a book, which I'm currently working on. It could also give you the option to stay at home with your children, or be able to go to your niece's dance recital, or your nephew's birthday party during the day. You could also take a mini retirement if you desired and travel the world. Or you could even move to a different city or a different state altogether. Or if you already love where you live, then you can definitely stay there. But financial freedom gives you that option to move where you want or stay where you want. You never have to feel stuck where you are. The second benefit of having financial freedom is that you actually have time freedom. And this kind of goes along with the other options that we talked about in benefit number 1, but it's also about not having to set an alarm clock if you don't want to. And you can go to the car place not on a Saturday. You can go during the week when it's not as busy, and you don't have to sit in rush hour traffic. Time is yours, and you get to choose what you want to do during which time. You have time to pursue your passions or volunteer at your favorite charity. You get to set your own schedule every day. And like I mentioned before, if that freaks you out, then you could definitely get a part-time job and work for someone else during part of the time. But the choice is yours. I know for me, when I had a 9-to-5 job, I would leave at the last possible minute to get there on time, which means I would usually eat breakfast in my car on the way there. And now I don't even use my alarm clock unless there's something early that's happening that I want to make sure that I'm awake for. But I get to choose when I wake up, and I get to choose what I have for breakfast, and I don't feel rushed when I'm eating breakfast. And I usually have the same thing, just oatmeal, but nonetheless, it's my choice, and I'm not eating it in the car on the way to work. And you can pursue your passions, and with that, you can learn new skills and feel like you have the time and the energy to do that, instead of going to work all day and feeling stress and pressure there and then coming home and just wanting to veg out. Instead, you do have that energy and you have plenty of time to pursue those things that you really want to. I know for me, one of the things I wanted to do a while ago was become Zumba certified so I could teach Zumba classes, and I just did that recently because I do have that time freedom to spend my time on what I want to be spending it on. The third benefit of financial freedom, and this is a big one, it's not having stress around money. I know there is so much stress that can come by having money or not having money, but when you have achieved financial freedom, you know that you have enough money and it will not run out in your lifetime, and that you don't have to work for money or work to pay down your debts. It really takes that stress off your shoulders, and you can think about other things that are more important. Money is actually one of the top reasons for divorce. So just think about if you have your finances in order, if you already are financially free and you don't have to worry about penny pinching or watching every dollar that's spent or not buying something that you really, really want. It makes a really big difference. And when you add someone else into the picture, they have different views than you on money. But if you are already financially set, you're going to get along a lot easier. And since you have realized the importance of financial freedom, you don't have that stress to keep up with the Joneses, to keep up with the neighbors and their new cars that they're buying, or a new boat that they're buying, or a new trailer, or the new house. Whatever it might be, you don't have that stress to keep up with them because you've already achieved what you want to achieve. And you don't have to impress people that you may not even really like. Financial freedom gives you that income security. You have that source of money that is providing for you. And you don't have to worry about if you lose your job or if you become ill and you're not able to work. Or even looking back at last year in 2020, where there were so many changes in the economy and it was hard to find work and people were being laid off. With financial freedom, you don't have to worry about those unknown things. Plus, you don't have the stress of worrying about someone else that may have to take care of you and pay your bills or pay for a home for you to be put into if it comes to that. I know a lot of my friends around my age are worried about their parents and how they're going to handle it if their parents aren't able to live on their own anymore, especially if their parents haven't been good with their finances and they're already struggling. It will get a lot worse. So let's not be a burden on anyone else, and let's put ourselves in positions to help other people. All right, the fourth benefit of financial freedom is never having to say no because of money. I know I have said no before because of money. If my friends wanted to take a trip somewhere and I didn't have enough to go, then I would have to say no. Or if they were going out to eat or shopping and I didn't feel like I had enough money at the time, then I would have to say no to that. And even if you have your own business and you are feeling like you need to take on clients that aren't really aligned with you, that you know aren't going to work out, but you need that money, then you're feeling pressure to say yes to work with them so that you can have that extra money. But if you were just doing your business because you really like it and you don't actually need that money coming in, that pressure isn't there to say yes. You can actually say no without considering money. It's really nice not to feel that pressure to say no because of money. And the last benefit of financial freedom, benefit number 5, and this does kind of go along with number 1, but it is that you get to set your priorities. You get to set your own schedule if you want to get up at a certain time and work out first and then have a good breakfast and then go volunteer somewhere or spend time with your family or take your kids to school. You are setting your priorities. No one else is telling you what to do. So it is important that you know what your priorities are, what is truly important to you, so that you can actually focus on those priorities. Because once you've achieved financial freedom, then you have the time to do that. You have the option to do that. You don't have to feel stress about making a priority of making money because you already have the money. If you are working toward financial freedom, or if you haven't started working toward financial freedom, at least think about your priorities. What is it that you really want to be spending your time on so that you will be ready to do that when you do achieve financial freedom? And if you are curious to know how I was able to achieve financial freedom at age 38, I did create a video for you. I will leave a link above and below in the description, and you can check that out after this video is over. But part of that was investing my money, and I talk about this a lot on my channel because it is so important that we are investing our money. We will not achieve financial freedom if we do not invest our money. We won't see any of these benefits that I talked about today if we're not making our money work for us. And if you want to get started investing very easily, Webull is giving away 2 free stocks if you deposit $100 and open a free account with them. I will leave my referral link below and you can click on that to get your 2 free stocks and get started investing. Comment below and tell me which is your favorite benefit of financial freedom. It could be one that I mentioned or one that I didn't mention. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.